No, so actually at the time of doing the internship, I was also studying psychology. I was planning on going down that route, but after the internship, I definitely had more of a passion for law. I think doing it at Coutts probably helped doing that. They put you in each department so you get some experience in commercial, some in property, family, crim and all that. So the work you're doing is actually it's quite relevant to the profession. So you're preparing letters, you're doing research. I got to sit in on a mediation for family law, which is really quite interesting. So you definitely get a good spectrum. Usually not intimidated, obviously you're learning a lot of new stuff. So you worked with either a paralegal or a lawyer and they'd go through the task with you, go through everything you don't know yet, and then you go and do it. And it's a very supportive environment if you need to ask more questions. So it definitely puts things more into perspective. A lot of what you're doing at uni is quite theoretical and like you do have some practical aspects, but it's definitely not as hands-on as real life legal practice. So it's definitely an important part of the uni course to facilitate that, and then obviously the responsibility of the law firms in order to make that as relevant to practice as possible. So I think you only get out of something what you put into it. So even though I wasn't exactly planning on going into law at the start of the internship, I think just putting in the effort and doing the best quality work that you can, I think that's always something that's going to be recognised. 2 weeks after the internship finished, so I did express interest prior to leaving. The role just happened to pop up and I was available, so it was just really good timing. So a lot of the lawyers I work with, both in the departments I work for and in the firm more generally, they're definitely very good role models, very good teachers. So when you're taught the skills, kind of exemplify what being a lawyer should be like, I think that's quite helpful. In a lot of senses it's quite similar, so some people have that very similar internship, they get secure employment as a paralegal and then go on to be a law graduate and lawyer and all that kind of thing, but some people I know as well, they haven't been able to get that. They weren't able to get the job out of the internship program and it was a little more difficult for them to find employment after that just because of the nature of the profession. So I think if you can stand out in your internship program, that's a good way into the profession, I'd say. So no, for me it really doesn't impact much. So you want to work with strong personalities and experienced people no matter what, and being men or women, it doesn't really make any difference to me if I can learn from best people in the industry than what gender they are or anything. So for me it doesn't really make much of a difference.